We all knew not to look at her for too long. She was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen, and she lived under the Obalende Bridge. Her name was Zinna. While we rushed past, heads down against the smell of gutter and noise of buses, Zinna moved like a queen. Her clothes were always clean and bright, a sharp blue or a sun-yellow wrapper against her skin. She was not like the other homeless people, dirty and talking to themselves. No, Zinna was clear-eyed, and every night she would choose one of the madmen who slept on the cold concrete, lead him by the hand to her small, dry corner, and make him her husband for the night. My name is Tunde. I sell phone chargers from a small table near the bridge. I saw it all. I asked the old newspaper seller Mama Bisi about it one evening. Why does she do it? I whispered as we watched Zinna gently wash the face of a man who mumbled about snakes. Mama Bisi sucked her teeth. She is not doing it for free, my son. Watch her wrists. The next morning I did. As the madman walked away, confused, I saw a flash on Zinna's arm. A new, thin gold bracelet. The day after, it was a small stack of naira notes in her hand. The madman who left her had only empty pockets and torn clothes. Where did these things come from? Mama Bisi saw my confused face. It is an old, old magic, she said, her voice low. A spirit road. She gives them one night of peace, a memory of softness, and for that gift, the world pays her. Their lost luck becomes her own, but it is a dangerous road. She trades with spirits. One rainy Friday, a new madman came. He was different. He was young, and his eyes were not empty, but full of a terrible fire. He shouted at the rain, calling it the tears of a god he had betrayed. His pain was not quiet. It was a storm. That night, Zinna went to him. We all held our breath. She touched his arm and he went silent. He looked at her like a drowning man sees land. He took her hand. The next morning, Lagos' sun was harsh. The young man was gone. But Zinna did not rise. She lay still in her corner. Around her wrists were not one, but 3 thick gold bangles. A fat roll of foreign money was tied to her waist. But her face, it was tired. Not sleepy, tired, but old tired, as if she had lived 10 years in one night. She moved slowly that day, like her bones were heavy. Mama Bisi shook her head. She took too much, she muttered. That man's madness was not just a simple broken mind. It had a name and power. She drank his chaos, and it filled her purse but ate her years. Zinna grew richer. She got a small room behind a shop, then a proper apartment. She started to wear fine shoes, but with each madman she slept with, she paid. Her shiny hair lost its light. Her straight back began to bend a little. The beauty was still there, but it was fading, like a bright cloth washed too many times. The final madman was called Gentle Moses. He was an old man who had lost his family in a fire. He did not shout. He just cried softly all day and all night. He was the saddest of them all. By now, Zinna had a nice room in a good area. She did not need to come back to the bridge, but she did. She looked at Gentle Moses crying. She looked at her own hands, now wearing rich rings, but with thin, tired skin. She saw me, Tunde, watching. She gave me a sad smile that held more stories than Mama Bisi's newspapers. She went to Gentle Moses. She did not lead him to a corner. She sat next to him on the dirty ground. She put his head on her lap and she sang a low song, like a mother sings. She held him, not as a wife, but as a human. He cried until he slept. When morning came, Moses woke up. For the first time, his eyes were clear. He looked at Zinna, said, "Thank you, daughter," and walked away, his madness gone. Zinna stood up. There was no gold, no money, but the old tired look on her face was also gone. She looked lighter. She walked over to my table. "Tunde," she said. Her voice was clear. "The spirit road is closed. I gave back instead of taking. The debt is paid." She left the bridge and never came back. Some say she used her riches to start a small shop. Others say she moved to another town. Mama Bisi says she saw her once, hair growing back strong, laughing with real joy, not the cold kind that comes from gold. We still have madmen under Obalende Bridge. But now, sometimes, a woman from a charity comes with food and clean clothes. They say her name is Zina. She does not sleep with them. She just sees them, and in her eyes there is no price, only peace.